Good morning. Welcome aboard. Wow. It has been one eventful morning. I had a phone call at 5 a.m. Uh, that went well. Um, then I had an email at 6 that I already knew. I knew the situation. My Kyle, you remember Dennis or Stoner, if you want to call him that, up at the lake? He would come over and laugh with us, um, and tend to the fire and all of that. He passed away in his sleep a couple nights ago. It's like, huh? Yeah, he's gone. Sonia with a J, welcome aboard. So I got a email from his daughter. They haven't scheduled it yet, but there will be a celebration of life for Dennis. Um, I, you know, this sounds selfish, but I hope they postpone it for a couple months so I can be there. Nancy's here. Welcome aboard. There's Diane and Ryan. Welcome aboard. So 5 o'clock and then 6 o'clock, and then made coffee and stuff. And I got another message, and it's for a job. And I got to go to Phoenix. So instead of going to Benson, I'm going to be going to Phoenix. Probably it'll be, I haven't heard exactly what time, but I'm sure it'll be on Monday. Uh, Basically for second interview, but I mean, I've already passed the first interview. And once I got through that, come to find out, I already know who's going to be interviewing me. I've met them before. It's through ShiftSmart. They got this new job opening, and it could be very, cross the fingers in God's hands. But if it works out, um, no, I won't have to go to a office every day. I may have to work every day from right here in the van. Just need a just need this laptop and a good signal. So I'm going to be a stripper. You know, as long as we don't have Zoom meetings, I'll be perfect. I can dress just as I am. Carl, there he is. Free lunch and an afternoon off. Well, of course we do, Carl. We're going to have a drink on you. Did you see that I found the one of your rocks, Brian? Yeah, I was out gathering wood, and I was like, "What's that?" It's a painted rock. I wonder if it's Brian's, and it was. You're in the right chat. Don't worry. You're all right, Mindy. Really? What are we gonna cook on now? Oh, my friend Dennis from up in Michigan, in Sparta, good friend. Um, he the smartest man in the world, in my opinion. He refused to have a cell phone. Didn't want nothing to do with it. So, if you needed to talk to Dennis, you had to go to his house and say, "Hey, Dennis." Didn't really have to go to his house, though. He was always at mine. 4 other George Foreman's. Good one, Carl. That's a good one. Oh, who was uh, who was the guy for Billy Mays. Yeah. That was quite the loss. Now we've lost George Foreman. However, are we going to survive? And as another friend of mine says, and so yeah. So I'm just in a real positive mood this morning, even though some of the news has been sad. You know, losing Dennis is kind of like, wow. But you know, his daughter was the one that got a hold of me. I already knew because Holly had heard it from another friend. Anyways, but that was cool that his daughter got a hold of me. You know. Rest in peace, Dennis. Yeah, ShamWow. Definitely entertaining. ShamWow guy, I cannot remember his name, but he couldn't quite fill Billy Mays' shoes, but he could shout pretty good. Sounds like it might be Steve. Hey there.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah.
Hey, there's an event today I thought you might be interested in checking out. Down at the glider port, they're having an event called Meet the Monument. It's the Friends of the Ironwood Forest National Monument are hosting it.
Okay.
And they have all kinds, typically they have all kinds of reptiles and animals. And they talk about the monument, the plant life. They have food trucks and all kinds of stuff.
And that's at the glider port.
At the glider port today.
Okay, what do you know? What is there a specific time?
I think it's probably open now.
Okay.
To be open all day.
Okay, when I get done with my live stream, I will head down there. And
okay, I
and
just want to let you know.
Yeah, maybe Ray will want to go too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it would be interesting. I think you guys would enjoy it.
Yeah, cool.
I'm going to call John too.
All right, cool.
Okay, bye.
So, thank you, Steve. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, bye-bye. Another piece of good news. If I get more good news today, I won't know how to act. I'll let Ray know too. There's a glider port. There's an event at the glider port. Sounds like it's pretty much an all-day event, but it's Friends of the Ironwood Monument. The event is at the glider port, and they've got, they'll be talking about ironwood, the animals, the lizards, all the different species of wildlife that live here. I think it'll be worth going to. Who knows? Maybe there'll be a food truck. I'm not going to, Carl. I want to stick around long enough to actually see them put a colony on Mars. No, not boondocking with Dennis. I know, somebody else asked me the same thing. Jim asked me. And I said, no, it's not boondocking with Dennis. He's, I believe he's still above ground. I know he had some health issues here a couple months ago. I haven't actually checked to see if he's put out any videos lately. But no, he's too stubborn and has got too great of a sense of humor to leave us just now. So, yeah. Hey, Timmy, welcome aboard. Yeah, come on, Mindy. Let's go see if there's any food trucks. We went to one yesterday with Steve and John, Sooner JH Travels. The four of us got together. I was going to do a video and I forgot and left my camera in the van because we all rode in Steve's Jeep. But yeah, we had a good time. It was in Marana. There's a marketplace. I was able to get Mexican Coke. Not the powder, the drinking Coca-Cola. I think it's called Marana Market. And then right next to the market is a little laundry mat. And then there was the food truck. I got an asada chimichanga. I still have an asada chimichanga. I mean, I ate it, part of it at noon yesterday. We found a picnic table at the park. And man, I had some for supper last night. And I still have over half of that chimichanga left. It's huge. Okay, new comments. Where's Bernays? Don't forget the two other. Yeah, that's right. So we might be able to. Bernays, have you been to the pizza place? It's right next door to that Marana Market. We thought about getting pizza because Steve said it was really good, but we opted for the Mexican food, and it was really good too. Still is. And the reason I brought your name up, Bernays, I figured you'd be in here asking for clues. They had hot dogs that were, I think John got hot dogs. I forget what Ray got, but they were huge. I mean, 2 hot dogs will last you 2 days. Oh no. 4 years, Carl? How have you survived? 4 years without pizza. You really are a hermit with Wi-Fi. I saw a really cool story about Domino's Pizza. I don't know where this happened, but I am about 99% sure that it's a true story. But there was a guy that would order pizza from the pizza place that happened to be Domino's every day, like 4 o'clock. He'd order the same thing, blah, blah, blah. I mean, 7 days a week. And, the employees at the Domino's kind of, it was part of the routine of the day that at 4 o'clock, so-and-so would call, for his pizza. And somebody would deliver it to him, blah, blah. But came a day when, he'd been a customer for 7 years. And one day he didn't call. And I don't know how much time went by. The story said days. I would think they acted quicker. But at some point in time, they just felt really strange about it. And they didn't want to intrude upon somebody, But finally the delivery driver said, well, I know him. I'm going. And he went and, knocked on the door. There was no answer. But he could hear a TV going, and he still knocked, but still no answer. And he still felt funny about it and got a hold of the police. And they ended up breaking into the house, and the guy was barely alive. He suffered a heart attack and dehydration and all. But anyways, they saved his life. In essence, Domino's Pizza saved this guy's life. I thought that was a cool story. What did you say, Joey? I missed it. Wondering what Timmy's going to bring to church and eat in the middle of a church service. Yeah, we want to know. Let us know on Tuesday what he did. He called me yesterday. It was AAA, Mindy, I think. Anyway, I almost went. And I figured out where Gia Bend was. I'm like, whoa, it's farther than I thought. An hour and a half from here. Anyways, I lost my train. A whole flock of dolphins just flew over. Oh, and there's a couple squirrels with them. Yes, Timmy called me, and he was at the hospital having tests. Or not, I don't know if he was at the hospital or he was at the doctor's, and they were doing X-rays, I think. Anyways, trying to figure out why he's got acid reflux. I think maybe it's from eating too much and too fast. 4 pieces of chocolate cake? Come on. No, yeah, he was a little concerned, and he should be, because I said, well, if they're taking x-rays, they're looking to see what your upper intestine looks like, because a lot of times acid reflux is caused by that, where the stomach and the upper intestine, right in that area right there, that's where I'm no doctor, but I'm thinking of my own experience and other people's experiences. That seems to be where the acid reflux starts happening. There are other reasons that cause acid reflux, of course. But just from the way he was talking about it, I think that's a possibility, but they can treat it. Or, there are other ways around it. Why does it jump way up there? You ordered 3 or 4 well done and they were gone. No cheesecake. Okay, this is Carl. No cheesecake, no pizza, no disco fries. The flip side, no BS and no attitude. There you go. Signs in Spanish. Whose country is this anyways? I like that. Freya put out a post this morning about, am I allowed to say neo-Nazis on here? Too late, I just did. But she saw them on an overpass, I don't know, somewhere Pacific Northwest. She didn't say exactly where, but she said they were in combat gear and, waving their flag or whatever. Not good. This is not something that's good at all. Regardless of, I don't know. I don't think it should come down to violence or the implied violence, inciting a riot. What is going on? To me, the Racing's channel is very big in Homestead. Oh, I see. I was going to say, when did Timmy's channel go viral overnight? Keen Racing is park-free spots. Oh, okay. No habla. And gunplay is not your scene. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I am learning a little bit more of Espanol. Una poco. Yeah. I almost have to, where I live now, or where I'm spending a good half a year, or if not more, in predominantly Spanish-speaking area. Got to learn it. My interview was with a Spanish guy this morning. Divine Mojo's PD's Auto and Truck Service. Oh, I get it. Okay. Yeah, fortunately, it wasn't too bad. It was a wheel bearing. Main cause of acid reflux is marriage or relationships. Why can't we just eat in peace? Good, Carl. For me, I got the aphasia. I don't have acid reflux, but I got the aphasia. If I got to cut my food up small, but I've been doing that anyways because but the main thing is I gotta, even if I'm hungry as a horse, I gotta slow down. But I have a tendency to wolf it down, and all of a sudden I'm throwing it back up because of that. So, but if I eat nice and slow, the rest of you could eat a hamburger in 4 minutes, and it takes me a half an hour to eat the same hamburger. Well, not the exact same hamburger, because you ate that hamburger. I mean, my hamburger, basically the same as what you had. You know what I mean? It takes me a half hour to eat what everybody else could eat in 4 minutes. 3 pieces of chicken instead of 14. Yeah, just saying. I hear you, Nancy. Joey, are you hearing us? You're closer to him. You maybe have to guide his steps a little bit. Slow down, Timmy. Lots of help from God. There you go. That's where I'm at for sure. But for the grace of God, women in combat gear is Matt Maybelline and Lane Jane Bryant. What do I know? You're a hermit. You know a lot, Carl. I can remember that. Jane Bryant and combat gear. He had a dog that wolfed his food. Had to put a slow ball in his dish so he didn't vomit everything. Animals, dogs, cats. Cats are famous for fur balls. There's Justin and Christina. Welcome aboard. And Mikey and Angel. Yeah, I should be interviewing either later today or Monday, Justin, for a digital nomadic job. I'm kind of excited, but I'm okay. I got to calm it down a little bit. But if God willing that it works out, I'll have an income on the road. Because like you, pretty much, will be able to conduct my job from anywhere I have a good signal for the laptop. I can do that. And hopefully it's got a basic set of hours. I mean, maybe I don't know yet. But I think it'll have like a, it'll have set times that you do this job. It's not going to be 7 days a week or anything like that. Mellow Nomadic Adventures. Mindy, that is one fantastic guess. How do you do that? Oh, by the way, you're wrong. It's not. It's not Marshall. So yeah. Anyways, Justin, I'm. I'll know more probably by Monday afternoon. If you see me canceling live streams, you'll know I got the job. I may have to do some rearranging on what times I go live. Because right now, it's 9 o'clock in the morning here, but it's Saturday. But like the Tuesday show and the Wednesday show, the times may have to be adjusted because right now, it's a 3-hour difference from here to the East Coast. So you guys are watching me at 9:30 in the morning right now. And then during the week for the Tuesday and Wednesday shows, you'd be watching me. It would be 6:30 right now. I go on at 6 Eastern. I have to take this call. Hello, this is Jack.
Hello, am I speaking with Jack?
Yes.
Thank you for answering the call. By the way, my name is Grace Williams. I'm just calling to confirm if you have received the updated Medicare Transformative Flex card for this year.
No, I haven't.
No worries. Good thing we called because there were updates to the Medicare benefits offered in your area, and we want to make sure you are receiving everything you are entitled to.
Okay.
Just for me to verify, do you have your Medicare A and B active?
I think so. I don't know for sure.
That's completely fine. It's okay if you're not sure.
Yeah.
Can you confirm if you are over 65?
Yes, I am. Is there any way that we could conduct this at a different time? It was a scam, and I made the mistake of saying yes. That could cause problems. Somebody said, is this so and so? And I said yes. But if they recorded that, they could use my voice and use that for me saying yes to something else that I don't want a part of. I'll tell you what. And it was coming from Texas, so I thought, it's the next interview because they're based out of Texas. Who was it? It was a cartoon character. Was it Sylvester the cat? I hate Mises to pieces. I hate these spammers to pieces. Polish your middle finger and put it up to reflect the sun. Joey's asking if it's the RV DJ YouTube channel. If you look in the description, it says solo male. Of course, you might not know that the RV DJ is a female, so I can see where that could happen. But no, it's not the RV DJ. Yeah, it may just work out, Justin, if I just didn't lose my life savings because I said yes to a spam call about A and B, parts A and B, insurance and blah, blah, blah. Like, had it been about this job, I would have told you guys, listen in. It wouldn't bother me, you guys knowing what I'm going through for a job. But you probably didn't want to really listen to some insurance scam salesman. And then they transfer the call. They didn't tell me they're going to transfer the call. It's like, yeah. Many languages, yeah. The RV DJ. You give a mouse a cookie, you end up with a communist screaming at you with a gun to your head. So maybe get your own cookie to leave me alone. Yeah. I'm going to have to watch real close now. Whose house did I just buy? Because I said yes. I plan on getting one in the next couple months. That's a foregone conclusion. Because I do want to come to Canada this coming summer for sure. Yeah, I don't know if I hung up in time, Mindy, but it's in the Lord's hands now. Yeah, it's getting ridiculous. You gotta watch your ass every second. That's right. Yeah, it's like now for this job thing, I was a little skeptical, but I basically became a spy. I checked out this guy on LinkedIn. I checked out on Facebook. I found out how long he's been on Facebook. I found out I know his wife's name. I know a whole lot about this guy. And turns out he's legit. But you kind of got to do that. You just don't know anymore these days. It could be a total scam. Yeah, if it's important, they'll leave a message. They'll leave a message. We have cleaned out your bank accounts. Ha ha, sucker. That's the message. Yeah, I know what to respond with, Carl, but I was totally caught off guard because the call was coming in from Texas, and the guy that's supposed to do my second interview is in Dallas, Texas. Yeah. Coinky dinks. Yeah. Yeah. Suffering succotash. I hate those Mises to pieces. I hate those scammers to pieces. Guessing for the sake of guessing. There you go. It's not me, and Bodhi's asleep on the dinette. Aw. Yeah, but see now I don't know these one of two guys or both of them. They're both in Texas. I do know that. I should have thought because their names would have probably appeared. Who knows? No, it's not Boondock. Hanging by their tails, checking your credit cards. No, Free Camperman is a very good guess, but it's not him. Yeah, that's good, Diane, but I was totally caught off guard. Yeah, I know. No, it's not Boondock YouTube channel. It's just not. The word boondock doesn't appear in any of it. It's a good word. Don't get me wrong. Boondocking is a cool thing. I like Jim Foster's. What do you call a typo? It's a typo. I loved his typo from the other day. He meant to say boondock and it came out boondick. I just love that. What are you doing today? I'm boondicking. Yeah, I'm starting to develop that more and more, Justin. But this time I was actually really expecting a call from Texas. A legitimate call. But that one wasn't. Just leave a message, maybe I'll call. Do 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 do. My Maserati does 185. I lost my license and sorry, or now I can't drive. Yeah. Hey Steve, welcome aboard. Definitely going to go down to the glider port and see what's going on. I've seen a couple planes land over there this morning, but they didn't have anything to do with gliders or jumpers. I'm pretty sure that that's not really an overnight airport, so to speak, like like Marana Municipal. I mean, there might be a couple planes kept there, but for the most part, I think it's the planes come from somewhere else, and then they use this field for towing gliders up and doing the paragliding. I think, not positive, but just from my observations, that's how it seems to be. Steve heard pizza. That's why he came. and Steve, we found out that Carl hasn't had pizza in 4 years. How has he survived? No, Timmy, it's not KT. Yeah, I guess you could say he's solo in a way because BJ's got her own truck. So when I think of KT, I don't really think of him as solo because of BJ. But on the other hand, she could be on the East Coast and he could be in California. I mean, yeah, they're together, but they're not always together. No, Mindy, it's not Steve. I have featured Steve before, but not this time. Talked to an old friend how long I would last if I went back to New Jersey. He said mentally or physically. One is about a month, the second about 6. Is this assisted suicide call? Oh, keep us posted, Carl. I pray that things work out for you. 11 till 2. Well, perfect. Might get breakfast in before we go over there. Arkansas Woodcutter or James. No, it's neither one of those. I know who Arkansas Woodcutter is. I haven't watched him in a while. And I haven't watched James in a while, but I know he's around because he comes in chat here now and then, or other people's chats as well. Do they have over 3K? No, not anywhere near that yet. No, not full time. Could be someday, but not yet. Blue Wave, no, it is not Bob and Debbie. Brian, yeah, I did feature him. I don't know, 6 weeks ago, maybe. I don't know how long it's been, but yeah. That's not to say I haven't featured. I've done pirate trickery before. Get out of here, you stupid fly. Go feed a lizard. I've done that where I forget whose channel it was I did it with, but Linda will remember. I featured a channel and somebody won it, figured out who it was. And then the next week I featured them again. Yes, Brene. They do. William Brody. Welcome aboard. I knew Timmy would come up with that one next. No, it's not William's channel. Go in the cesspit of Philadelphia for cheesecake and fries. I knew I could get out alive. The vandals and animals make it tough. Yeah, that can be. We didn't have cheese steak, but we did have cream cheese croissant and coffee this morning. That was good. They do make, I forget what brand it is. I don't think I have a label up here. It's just common. They have other flavors. You usually see them on the end caps. But they're all, Danish pastries and croissants. They're basically a croissant filled with whatever, blueberry compote, or you can get strawberries and cream. You can get all different flavors. I like the straight cream cheese. Nomadic Pride. Nope. And no, it's not Ron Darrow. But you realize if one of you win, I'm going to have to go to town to get a scratch off for you for tonight. McMillions Donuts, Westmont. I was just saying that it's going to be Nancy or Linda that figure it out. But I forgot that Bernays is an awful good detective too. You guessed it, Bernays, it's Ray. He's sitting right in front of me. I'm waving at him. No, Mindy, you're too late. Bernays has guessed it. It's Ray Crum. Ray Crum, he's waving now. He's in his van. Here, I'll show you. He's right there. He stayed overnight. And pretty soon we're going to go down. What is it, 9? It's 9:45 right now, so we might make some more coffee or we'll do something, but I think we're both going to wander on down. I can make room in my van, or he maybe has room in his van. We'll go down to the glider port and see what's going on. And Jim's going to stay another day, it looks like. We had fire last night so that Jim could join us because it was going to be his last night. You know how we do that, Mindy? You were here. Your last night we had a bonfire before you left. When Patty was here and Brian, well, the four of us had a fire for those guys leaving in the morning. So last night we had a bonfire for Jim. And now he's not leaving. He fell ill, so he's going to hang around at least for another day. So we're out of wood. Yeah, that was good. Sleuthing, Bernays. You pay attention. So anyways, Bernays, I will get you a ticket this afternoon. And on tonight's show at 6 p.m. Eastern, it would be 3 p.m. your time, Bernays, and my time too. Isn't it weird how Arizona switches from Mountain Standard to Pacific and back? Yeah, they don't switch daylight savings time. That's true, but they switch time zones entirely. Timmy said he might fix the van to a home. Well, you know what? He may have a chance at it, but I don't think I'm coming to Louisiana on my way to Michigan on this trip. More likely, I will hit Louisiana mid-October because I'm going to go from M25. As soon as M25 is over, I'll be heading towards Kentucky. I mean, I might have to stop off in Grand Rapids for a day or two, but pretty much after M25, I will be heading to Kentucky, and I'll try to lend a hand to Marshall to get the KY25 meetup up and get it going. And then after Kentucky 25, then I will be meandering my way westward, and that would be a good time to hit northern Louisiana. Yes, we need Bernays. You're a mod. You could put up Ray's link, please. Carl says he's not solo. I will get you a big winning ticket, Bernays. I like how she says us. She knows we're going to split it if it's big. Yeah, probably everybody is going to the race. Thank you, Bernie. Yeah, I think it's going to be at Land Between the Lakes. From what Marshall is thinking, there are a couple other alternatives. He, at last I spoke with him, he was going to be checking with the Land of Lakes and the details. It may hinge on when Kentucky Land of Lakes ends their season. I probably should put on my glasses to get a better view. No, that's not a jumper's plane. And I don't think it's a tow plane. It might be, but for towing the gliders up. Oh, I meant to tell Steve yesterday. The pull plane or the tow plane. He swung around and he was coming in for a landing. You could clearly see the long cable behind him. Ray saw it too. Yeah, so it's probably going to be at Land of Lakes, but he's just narrowing it out as to, okay, is there off-season rate or can we get a group rate? How much is the pavilion and yada yada. Just little details. Land of Lakes butter. I've brought that brand before. Tim said it was decided, but who knows? Okay. You scared your brother in that race car by jumping a hill going 55 miles an hour. We all know, Joey, that Timmy is a wild child. We actually watched, a lot of us here watched his race on my live stream when he won that race with 4 flat tires. That was about a year ago. And yet, then, he'll get all boo-hoo that I'm never going to race, because my dad died. And, well, we all love Charlie too, but Timmy, your dad would want you to keep racing. That's my opinion anyways. Does that make it a peninsula? Land between the lakes? Michigan's a peninsula. It's in between the lakes. And the Upper Peninsula is also land between the lakes. NASCAR weekend, yes. So what Carl's doing, he's shouting it out. Get off of here and go to NASCAR. Ask Roy. He's probably watching NASCAR right now. I know my sister is. See, it's 9:48 here, so it's 12:45 Eastern. So the race probably starts at 1. I won't call my sister right now because she probably won't answer. She's glued to the TV. Gentlemen, start your engines. 4 flat tires, yep. Yeah, he put out quite a few videos to me about, they used rubber bands, they used duct tape, they used God knows what, try to make tires. I'm like, you know what? Maybe in an emergency where you want to go a little faster, but me, I've done it. I've gone 6 miles, on a flat tire, but very, very, very slowly because I didn't want to damage the rim. 7 p.m., the Tiki Bar will have karaoke Saturday. Noise until 11. Don't blame me. It won't be me doing the karaoke, at least not this time. Someday, maybe. Oh, Renee and Ray have been to Laguna Beach. All right, Justin, thank you for coming aboard. Hopefully you get to join us this evening. Now I got to pick another victim. I mean, another channel to feature. Yeah, Ray, Bernays has been to, let's see, I met Bernays at the very first M series. She was at M21 and M22. I think she hasn't been able to get to M23, but she was here at Ironwood last year. She didn't get to come this year. But yeah, Bernays cool. From all over. You know, Ray, Bernays' German chocolate cake is to die for. Her reputation with the German chocolate cake, oh my God. Ron Darrell and I tried to sneak it off so that nobody else could have it but me and him. We were tempted anyways. It was huge. She's trying to make as much German chocolate cake as Mobang makes egg rolls. You know what, Nancy? I think that's a good idea for Carl. And film it, Carl. We want to see you singing karaoke. Use both mics. I think mine are here and underneath. No, they're packed away in the music box somewhere. But up until a month ago, they were right here in the front seat, in the Globex. The Globex. The Laguna to Newport Beach Drive. That sounds kind of cool. Oh, that's a bummer, Carl. We really enjoy doing karaoke. If Justin was still here, he would tell you. You know, when Maria and I were doing the karaoke, well, the last 2 years in a row, M23 and M24, Justin was right there. He basically wanted to sing every song. I'm pretty well fearless. But Timmy might be able to scare me. I will say that. I mean, he sometimes scares me from a distance. It's like, what's he going to do now? Besides, eat the town. Is it Lecomte? Lecomte? I know when he calls me, his phone says Lecomte, Louisiana. So I'm not sure what city you guys are actually talking to me from. But I'm thinking, is that town going to have any food left? Huge slices of pizza at the Newport Beach. Women are from hell. I knew you were going to say that. Percy, Pennsylvania, on fentanyl patches. Oh, no. Oh, no. You know, having just lost my friend, yeah, they say he passed in his sleep. Okay. Some men and women can nag and nag. You know, well, you know who I'm talking about, but yeah. Sometimes I think she would bitch if she was hung with a brand new rope. Oh my gosh, this hour is gone. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. Let's see what this is. Probably some, I hope it's my bank saying we saw a suspicious activity. Should we honor it or cancel it? Cancel. Meet the monument starts 11. Thank you. It's only a 3-hour event, so. All right. I don't know what. Oh, it was Steve. Just a reminder. Okay, we're good. Jimmy Tony's bringing home some chips and homemade hamburger and a Dr. Pepper to church. Oh, so now he's admitting. You know, Joey. Timmy puts a whole new meaning to the pass the plate. Everybody's putting their dollar bills or their whatever their offering is, and Timmy's like, "Oh, thank you." Oh gosh, Charlie's Chili by the pier. That sounds cool. I have I don't have the hamburger, but all I need is the hamburger, and I got chili mix to make chili. And then I've got some other spices I would put in it too. But it's too hot for chili, at least in my way of thinking. We were chilly this morning, 47. Oh my God, we're going to freeze. We're going to die. But now it's in the 60s already, I think. Thank you, William. What in the world's up with this phone? Don't you hate that when you ask, hey Siri, how come I can't get a date? And she turns on the selfie camera. Eating dirty services is a height of disrespect. Yeah. I remember when we were in Sunday school, we would be eating candy, but then if we didn't eat all of our candy, we'd have Sunday school separate for the children and the adults. Sunday school was first at my church, and then at 11, then we would all go into the main assembly or cathedral, whatever you want to call it. And so it'd be a combined service, adults and children. Of course, we would get in trouble because we would bring our candy from Sunday school, because they gave us candies like Mentos and little sucky candies. Anyways, if you learned your Bible verse from the previous Sunday, you could earn candy. So, yeah, we'd rattle paper and get in trouble with our parents. A drive-by. There you go. And you can't do a drive-by. You got to actually stop. Get some chili. He's not going to cook the meat. He's going to bake it. That can be done. I pre-cook mine, though. Just in case. That place had huge hamburgers. Cool. Hey, it's 10. Time for me to get off of here. We will see you at 6 p.m. Eastern tonight. Bernay, that's 3 p.m. All righty then. In the meanwhile, fair winds and smiles. Yeah, you do it. If you have someone to pray for today, even if it's yourself, please do it. God bless. Thank you for coming aboard.